Yo, Jason here, and Christmas is right around the corner, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to put together a comprehensive mechanical keyboard gift guide. Why keyboards? Well, back when Banggood sent me the Womier K66, I knew nothing about mechanical keyboards. Literally, I thought the key switch color was the physical color of the keyboard itself when they asked me what I preferred. But Banggood's been super dope as I've learned quite a bit more, thank Bob, even set out all the keyboards we're taking a look at today, so I thought it'd be nice to help those of you looking to pick one up for yourself or someone else this Christmas season. So here's the lineup. From cheapest to most expensive, we got the Blitzwolf KB1 at $50, the Womier K66 at $60, the Pro 2 at $90, and the Kemove Snowfox also at $90. Keep in mind, there's some pretty dope holiday deals going on right now, so that's why the prices I popped up look a little different from the normal prices. I'll make sure to drop links down below so you can hop on those quick if you want to save some cash. Anyway, let's go over the basic physical characteristics of these keyboards. I got the Blitzwolf KB1 in white with Gateron red switches, and it's a 63-key mechanical keyboard with Bluetooth and USB-C connectivity. It's also got built-in multicolor LED backlighting, which is actually something all these keyboards do have in common. The Womier K66 has the most keys at 66, it connects via USB-C only, and it's of course got that lighting built in, but with a transparent crystalline base. My particular model has Gateron browns. The Pro 2 has 61 keys, connects with Bluetooth and USB-C, and my particular model has Kale red switches. Last but not least, the Kemove Snowfox is also 61 keys, connects via Bluetooth with optional USB-C, but my particular one has Gateron reds. Obviously, the color of my particular Snowfox is black as well. So that's the lineup, and I want to jump right into a sound test before I offer my opinions, so you have a basic idea of what these keyboards sound and feel like right off the bat. Keep in mind, I completely understand there's people that shop with the customization potential in mind, so for those of y'all, the Kemove is the only keyboard on this list that's hot swappable. There's also variants of the Womier that are as well, but they're more expensive and harder to come by. So just remember, I'm testing out of the box sound and feel only in the following. Alright, so talking about my takeaways from testing and using each one of these keyboards for a bit, I just want to come right out and say I like the An Pro 2 with Kale red switches the best. It was kind of tough picking between the An and the Kemove as my favorite, as they're super similar both in pricing and features. But I think the color, extra keycaps, and switches themselves tip me to favor the An. I think the Kale Reds, while super similar to the Gatorins, are just a bit firmer and sound almost deeper, if that makes sense. Also, while the extra test switches the Kemove came with were dope, the An came with the infamous extra colored keycaps, and as I'm probably not going to be changing switches anytime soon, I personally found the keycaps more useful. Also, I know both keyboards come in white and black, so you could pick either one in either color, but I ended up liking my white An Pro better. It's weird, my laptop and speakers are black, but I still think the white looks better, and of course it allows more light to shine through. Keep in mind, both these keyboards are around 90 bucks, so this is a pretty fair comparison of features since they're basically at the same price point. The Blitzwolf was my next favorite keyboard because of the incredible value for money. I did some shopping around, and this is just about as low as you can get for Bluetooth mechanical keyboard with backlighting. And when it comes to the feel and function, it's got an unsurprisingly familiar feel to the Kemove. I mean, they got the same switches, but keep in mind, this is despite being half the price. The Gathering Reds sound nice and feel nice on this guy, but I will say the stabilizers out of the box aren't on the level of the An and the Kemove. There's a bit of audible rattle. One thing I really liked from my time using this keyboard though was the arrow keys. I know the other keyboards without dedicated arrow keys have options to use tap mode or set other keys to be dedicated arrow keys, but the Blitzwolf has those traditional symbols and standard layout. It's just something I find nicer when I'm editing or working on a document. One thing I want to point out too, because of the layout of the LEDs on the KB1 and the way my desk is set up, I can get blasted straight in the eye by the LEDs under the spacebar pretty easily. Kind of annoying. Lastly, the Womier was my first mechanical keyboard ever, and for some reason I got more attached to the Gathering Browns in it than I should have. At first with the An and the Kemove, I kind of missed the more tactile feel of the Browns. I don't know, I know people say they're scratchy and the worst of the Gathering switches, but I never found them unbearably bad. The stabilizers in the spacebar are pretty bad though. I've had several comments pointing it out, and it's definitely annoying when typing. I think this splits this keyboard between the beginner user like me and the more advanced keyboard nerd, because there's definitely ways to fix that, but here I'm just reviewing stock. Similar to the Blitzwolf, I enjoyed the extra keys on this guy, especially the full dedicated arrow keys and the delete key. Again, I know you can map those on smaller keyboards, but having the label and position match what you're used to is a plus. I'd take the An Pro 2 in a 66 key format if there was such a thing. And I really enjoyed the lighting of the K66 when I used it, as I'm definitely a fan of that crystalline base. Overall, I'd say this is best for those that A, are advanced enough to fix that spacebar rattle, and B, don't mind no Bluetooth. I for one did find that USB-C connection a bit constricting, since I've got speakers, hard drives, mics, and all kinds of other stuff I gotta connect with USB. Also, kind of a cop-out but true, the lighting was one of the most consistent themes across all the keyboards. They all have good lighting with bright LEDs and lots of modes, and there was very little that stuck out to me besides the crystalline base on the K66 and the spacebar LEDs that can shine right at you on the KB1. I don't think lighting should be a deciding factor for you between these keyboards. Anyway, this has been my thoughts on 4 mechanical keyboards ranging from 55 bucks to 90 bucks on Banggood. I really hope this helped you despite my beginner keyboarder status. I do got more content coming in time for Christmas, so make sure to sub for that in addition to possibly a giveaway. But thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.